Welcome back, trainers, and it finally happened. They actually allowed us to increase our bag space, but not only that, the storage space for your Pokemon. So we're going to be also going up against tier 3 raids using just one shiny Pokemon. That's right, I had a pretty good time doing this. A few of them were weather boosted, and a couple were not. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at that bag space now. I know a lot of you have been dying for this to actually happen. Personally, for myself, I'm more excited for the bag storage. I just have a ton of items. I love to hoard the rare candies, so this is going to help me out quite a bit. And I did completely max it out to 2500. As far as the Pokemon storage, I am sitting at, I do believe, 2000. And the reason why I don't want to completely max out my Pokemon storage is so I don't start just holding on to random Pokemon that I don't necessarily need. I know a lot of you out there like to collect specific types of Pokemon, special CPs, maybe baby Pokemon, shiny Pokemon, and all that stuff. And yes, I've deleted shinies in the past so I can unclutter my Pokemon storage. But yeah, I find it, if I have less, Pokemon space, then I'm not going to be holding on to too many that I don't necessarily need. But this has been a long time coming, especially because we do have the Community Day in December featuring all Pokemon. So it is about that time for them to increase the Pokemon storage. The bag space, I felt like they should have done that a long time ago, but hey, better late than never, right? So taking a look at the first raid here with one Pokemon. Now, I just wanted to use shiny things, I don't know. So I did go in here with the Gengar. This specific Medicham is going to have counter dynamic punch. And taking a look at Pokebattler here, number 1 is going to be Chandelure. Time to win is going to be 112 seconds, and the Gengar is going to be 114. Now, the reason why I went with the Gengar is because it is going to be doubled up resisting it, seeing that it's going to be a ghost and poison type. So I did go ahead and use my Lick Gengar because that's the only one that's shiny and has this moveset to go up against him. And my dodging, it was a little spotty, I suppose. I just love doing these kind of challenges here. So it was the first one that I seen when I did take off to go hunt these down. And I decided to go ahead and go with it. Initially, I was going to do Chandelure, but I already did that in my several videos back. Going up against the Medicham here, I do believe it had Psycho Cut and Power Up Punch. Power Up Punch would have just been that much easier when I've been using the Gengar here. But any Ghost type is going to be resisting those fighting moves. So I am going to be doing the commentary on here like this because a few of you are asking, you want to hear my thoughts going through this. So basically what I'm doing, or my thought process is, I just want to make sure I hit my marks. So basically I want to see that yellow by the time that timer gets to half. And if it's not, then there are ways to make up for that. So if you over dodged the first half of the timer, then you're going to simply attack as much as you possibly can without dodging every single move. In some cases, what you're going to be seeing towards the end of this video is going up against a Skarmory. I literally had it. I almost had one Pokemon take it out, my shiny Raikou, in rainy weather. The moveset on the Skarmory is Air Slash and Flash Cannon, but what kept happening time and time again, unfortunately, is the Flash Cannon kept hitting me unexpectedly. Like, it showed no animation, and then a few seconds later, it would do it again. It was absolute nonsense, and that kind of thing right there can drive you mad. Seriously, I'm not going to make this into a rant video, but holy cow. It's very frustrating, to say the least. So we're doing great on this one here. And now we can just simply attack all the way through. There's no need to even dodge because, well, hey, we can take those dynamic punches with Gengar. So Mewtwo would be pretty fun to use as well. I mean, it'd be really easy if you went in here with Confusion and Side Strike. I mean, it's going to absolutely destroy it. Moltres is going to be able to do it too, just one of those. As you can see, it is calling for just one on each of them. And we're also going to be taking a look at Yanmega going up against Cacturne, which was an interesting one because there was a ton of lag in this specific area. I can't blame it on the game. All right, but we'll look at that here in just a moment. But it was definitely fun. The timer started at like 135 seconds because it was so laggy, but I was still able to do it with the Yanmega. So going into the Mantane here, it is going to be rainy, so we will get the boost on the Raikou. The moveset on the Mantane is going to be Air Slash and Aerial Ace, so I will be resisting both of those moves here. This is going to be a pretty easy one. Like, I don't know, I could have maybe went for I think Magnezone is actually going to be resisting the moves even more because electric and steel. And there's no press for time when you have weather boost with these Pokemon like Magnezone, Spark, and Wild Charge. Absolutely a perfect moveset. Yes, Thundershock is going to gain energy a little bit quicker, but still, the resistance. Or what else would have been fun is the Deoxys, but I couldn't do that with just one of those, unfortunately, because it's not going to be resisting those moves, as well as it's kind of frail anyways, too. So we're looking great here. I mean, this is a really simple one. I also did Pharaoh Seed, used a Charizard. That one's really easy as a tier 3 raid. I probably should have went in there with something a little bit weaker, I suppose, but I'll do that next time. Who knows? Maybe something like 1500 CP. I don't even know if you can, if you're going to be able to do that, but it's worth giving it a shot. Maybe a couple of those. So, Raikou, fantastic Pokemon. We are going to get another one down the line here for Gen 5, a legendary that is going to be outperforming it, but that's not going to say Raikou is going to be useless after that. It's still great. I have two of them maxed out. One that is going to be shiny, this one here, and then one that's non-shiny. The non-shiny is actually going to be a little bit better. It is around, I think, 3,400 CP, so it does have better IVs. As you can see here, we're absolutely devastating this. So if you don't have too many people in your area, you're finding hard to do these things, make sure you use these Pokemon. Hopefully you have a few. Yes, I do have the weather boost on my end. I always take advantage of that. If I find a bunch of raids around that are weak to the typings that are getting the boost for that specific weather, then I kind of go out there and hunt them down. So taking it to the next level by just using one Pokemon here. The last video we did 2, and before we were doing like 3. But we're just going to have to keep pushing the limit and pushing the envelope even further and harder every single time. Getting those charge TMs, folks. Let's go. But there's still a little problem. We're going to look at that right now. Take a look. I'm getting a lot of rare candies from the tier 3 raids, though, so I can't complain. The TM situation is still horrible, obviously, regarding picking your move. So we have this shiny Yanmega. I have about 3 of them already maxed out, but we're just going to go ahead and max out the shiny just to go along with the theme of this video here. Plus, I'm a big fan of Yanmega. I just wanted to max this out. All right, now let's go ahead and get Bug Buzz on that. So we have Ancient Power using 1 TM. All right, we went to Aerial Ace, and now we use 2 TMs. All right, and 3. Okay, let's keep it going here. Are we going to get it? And 4 TMs. It took 4 TMs to get that Bug Buzz. Not as bad as it could have been, but you know what it is. At least we're getting a TM for every single raid, I suppose. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look at this. This is the laggiest raid I've ever been to. I wouldn't say ever, but it was absolutely horrible. So Cacturn is going to be a Grass and Dark type, extremely weak to Bug. Both of those are, you know, weak to Bug, so using Yanmega is going to be fantastic. It sat on that blank screen for about 30 seconds. Look at the timer. Let's see when that's going to start. After the go, maybe go, and still going. Okay, yeah. At this point, I just wanted to see, because I knew how beastly Yanmega was up against it. The moveset on the Cacturn is going to be Poison Jab and Dynamic Punch, so Yanmega being a Bug and Flying type will be 4 times resisting that Dynamic Punch. Alright. As far as the Poison Jab, it's just going to be neutral here. So look how much damage. But it is going to gain its health back because it is lagging here. So on top of starting extremely late, it gains its health back. Look at that. Did you see that? But we have the rainy weather, so Bug type moves are going to be boosted now. On top of it being a Grass and Dark type, it's not even going to stand a chance. I don't even have to restart. It was quite hilarious, and it was nice because I didn't want to waste any time doing this and sitting in this dead zone for cell reception. It's not the game at this point. It was literally because of the reception that I did have. But as you can see, Yanmega, look, it's tearing into it. And check it out, guys. I'm going to be getting a Durant soon. So I have a couple of those on the way from a friend. So that should be pretty fun. I'm going to actually max that out because, you know, I'm a big fan of the Bug types. And not only that, but Durant is an awesome Pokemon. I really enjoy using it. I actually used it in the main series games with Hustle. The thing was just nasty. Anyways, we finish it off here. We do have a sliver of health, but nonetheless, with all of those hurdles and obstacles and challenges holding us back, we were still able to pull this off. Pretty funny. Getting the charge TM, getting the quick TM, getting some potions and revives. Let's go, getting the Stardust. And yeah. go on to catch that. I catch all of them, right? All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the Skarmory here. I sat here for, I think, the whole duration. Yeah, it was like good 35, 40 minutes. I'm going to show you just one clip it, because why do we need to watch all of them? This is going to be everything summed up. All right, so what you want to do this with just one Raikou, obviously you're going to need Radiant Weather, maxed out Raikou, and Thundershock, and Wild Charge. So I do dodge the first two moves, and then I try to dodge as much air slashes as I can. You don't want to dodge too much, because then what's going to happen is you're going to be a little bit behind on the health, and you're not going to line up. You will be having more health than this Skarmory itself, but as you can see, it's neck to neck. I'm winning a little bit here. And what would happen is it would just hit me with a flash cannon out of nowhere. It wouldn't even do the animation, and then 3 seconds later it would do it again. You'll see. You'll see here shortly. And this is a very easy set. I wouldn't say easy. The challenge is hard, but the moves are not difficult to dodge. That's what I meant to say. Flash Cannon is slow. It's a one-charge bar move. You don't have to worry about it spamming you unless it's shadow hitting you. As you can see, we are looking good. We are ahead on the health. Now, it is very close, and it might be debatable whether or not I would have been able to do this. There it was. Did you see? I just went into the red. We were clearly ahead the whole time, and then it didn't even do a Flash Cannon, and it did another one right after that. Absolutely ridiculous. So I do believe if I wasn't going to get hit by that, I should have been able to take this Skarmory out with just one Raikou in the rain, which is absolutely insane. Anyways, thank you for watching, trainers. If you enjoyed this, please give it a big thumbs up, and I will be catching you all later and keeping you up to date everything Pokemon Go. Take care.